Hi, this is Ken at Tortoise Capital with the closure report for April 14th, 2020. Do a quick sort here. We've got Virgin Galactic, Tesla, Wind, Triple Inverse Oil, Triple Dow, Apple, Home Depot, Tech, right by the numbers. The S&P's here, slightly better than the Dow, which is better than the small caps. Caterpillar had a little bit of a rebound from yesterday's sell-off, but is still lagging significantly behind the market. So I think that's the market lifting them. That's not them recovering. Brazil, Mexico lagging, financials lagging, things that get smashed. Treasury starting to lose it. Timber, Chevron, precious metals gave back from yesterday. Energy, U.S. Steel. So the infrastructure guys are starting to lose. The tech boys and the speculators are starting to win. Let's march everything forward one day. 20-day look back. 10-day look back. So we're deep into the PSAR flip now. We're already in that 11 days of gains. So here was today's price action. Let's create a little room here. So adjust that out a little bit so we have some room to operate. So still our 30-day high here and 30-day low there. Good. 10-day high is now raised to here. 10-day low is still here. That's good. Today's price action took out yesterday's high, and as we said, that was going to be significant and almost made it to the Z1. So that gave us a real long side bias today. So here, and then the low of the day was yesterday's closing price. So, and today closed very, very well. So that's now a alert to the downside. Adjusting the price ladder on the bottom, skin of the dragon, Bollinger Band mean, southern skin of the dragon. 10-day low is still solid. PSAR and Z1, Z-1 are now identical. Strong support at the belly of the dragon. The original PSAR and the RL10, and then the extreme sell-off here on that one. To the upside, 1-day high and a 10-day high. That is a nothing. Still, there's now no resistance overhead. When you look back, there's no resistance whatsoever. Fair value remains at 304. Z plus 2 is now at 307 and some change. 30-day high remains solid. This is the hump of the dragon, the hump of the 10. We're going to bring the Z3 down to here. This is the previous Z3 excursion just before the breakdown. So that was would have been the extreme upward moving signal. And then this one is off the chart. Let's make that a strong price level. That if it breaks out above this, that would be taken as immensely powerful. This one at Z3, I remember what that is now. We're going to call that the peak of the previous RL270. So that has moved from 325 to 304. So that's down about 8% off the previous estimate of fair value for the very long term. Right? So meanwhile, there still is no real resistance in this area, and now we are on the verge of a massive upward move. 2 days in a row of failure to fail further. Closed at the top. Key leaders are leading, including tech speculators in Spice, Tesla, Wynn, Apple, Cisco. Even Simon Property Group is doing well, and the speculators in clean energy and healthcare and Walmart. All of the key leaders are leading, many of them in the summer already. Today we moved into the summer, so now we can have a long side bias. So now we are into the summer. And off we go. So long side bias and everything else, all systems go. Let's try and tack a speed run onto this for the swing portfolio. So Alcoa, we're long one from here. Our stop was here. It's still looking good. An entry at 750. Our stop is here. We're going to move that up to the southern skin of the drift. Tell you what, I don't like the way the materials were working, so I'm going to move that up to the 2-day low. And on a better day, I would have captured some of this, but let's give it some room. Apple, we get two positions in now. The entry here is taken. We're going to move the stop halfway up the stack. Where are we going to add more? We will add more here when it takes out the peak of this RL10, and then we'll add more at Z plus 2. So that's in good shape. Aussie dollar, we're still 1, 2, 3, 4 positions long, and it closed well. We're now going to lock that gain in. Where would I add? Right there. Boeing. We got hit today in here at the skin of the dragon. So we'll take that hit. End of story. Caterpillar, we didn't get this updated yesterday, sorry. That got hit at the open yesterday when it gapped down below our stop. Nevertheless, this is now interesting over here. We can start, we're just going to study that one. I think I would get short that here. I just think I think the airlines and even Boeing can make the argument it's national defense, but the whole airline industry I think is coming under a lot of political pressure because they took care of the airlines and cruise lines before they took care of healthcare. So I think I'm going to get short on that one and then add a position there. I'm reluctant to get long this, but I could see getting long if it broke above the hump of that dragon, and I think that's what I'll do. That's how we'll play that one. Cliff Natural Resources, we're still in the position. I don't like it, but our stop is still here. Long from here, 3 days down. Yeah, disliking that. Cisco, we got the entry here today. And we'll put our stop in. We're going to play that at the base of the dragon. Okay. Oh, let's go back and look at Cisco again. I always like to think where I would still add. I kind of like that one at the floodplain, and the breakout of the previous Z3 pinch. That looks good. That one's going to go. Cut. We got long today. Hate that position. Sometimes that's the best trades. Add at C1 and fair value. Would I get short? Not until it breaks below the belly of the dragon. And so that's our play there. Okay. Chevron. We're still in it. Hating it. Move my stop up to here. I'm going to leave that where the original line was so we can see for reference. And now the stop is here. Adding. I don't want to add too soon. I'll add at the fair value. Devon Energy. Diamonds looking good. Took out the 2-day high. Devon Energy, we're long one. Stop is still in position here. Not feeling good about it, but there it is. Emerging markets. We're long one. I'm going to move the stop up to belly of the underskin of the dragon. We took our second entry here. EFA actually is now looking better than emerging markets. Just studying that one. This is in good shape here in Japan. We will add a second position. I'm going to leave the stop there. Mexico. Mexico broke out of that tight range here, so I took that entry here at the open, taking out the 2-day high. I'm going to put my stop down here, so I'm going to expand my little box. So now we can see what's going on. Second position. Yeah, that looks good. And I think third position over by here. That feels correct. Brazil. We're still long one. Add the second here. Yeah, we're still okay. Home Depot. Got our second position in today. Gonna move the stop up to here, 1-day low. Russell. Feels pretty good. All okay. Real estate. Our stop was hit yesterday, so we locked in that little gain there. That was nice. This doesn't feel bad though. Yeah, I think I'll get long on a resumption. Add a second position above that high. I want to try to get 2 in there quick in case this thing takes off. The stop will be, I think, below the Bollinger Band mean, which is where I would get short. I mean, part of me wants to wait till it gets down here to get short, but I think if this fails, I want to capture the dragon. McDonald's still stalking, but that feels pretty good, like it's going to go tomorrow. so I think I'll get long there. My stop will be below skin of the dragon. Adding the second position here, third position here. That feels correct. This was all right. I'm going to play that trade there. I'll play the breakout in either direction, with the yellow box as the risk. The inverse crude. I'm still just stalking this one. This is an intraday play for me. I'm not ready to do the swing trades yet because it's getting to the point where this thing could fail, and that would be, since this is inverse crude, that would be gains in the oil price. This is, for me, the intraday trade. I don't want to get caught in a swing that moves like that. Look at the size of the gap. So that's going to be an intraday play only. Silver, we got our third position in today. So we will move our stop up to a 2-day low, or 1-day low, I suppose I should say. Add a third position here. Yeah, all good. Yeah, we got our entry here today. This was a great turbo trade as well, so I'm going to play that just below the Bollinger Band main. And now we're going to set this up like that. Where do I want to add a second position? I think on continuation above today's high. And then a third position here. And off we go. Simon Property Group. Our stop got hit on that one yesterday, so we're just observing that one. Treasuries. I'm ready to get short on that one, or long. So I'll play that. I'll continue to play the breakout. Tesla, we got hit twice yesterday for entries. I'm sorry, once yesterday for entry, and then second one today. Where do I want to add it? I think here, and then it's all back to normal. Freaking Tesla. Big tech has, partial ownership of the government now anyway, so why wouldn't Tesla be the one? So I think we'll put that there and lock that in. Okay. Let's get long here. Yeah. Oil. Yeah, this breakdown today. Whew. Intraday only. Boy, I tell you what, though, I kind of want to get this. Like, if it holds at the PSAR, I almost want to take that long tomorrow. I'm going to try that. That feels correct to me. I'll play that breakout in either direction tomorrow. On the downside, I would be playing here. Second position, breaking out of the dragon. Third one over the hump of the RL10. Fourth one over the break of the Bollinger Band main. The volatility in VIX is declining. I'm trading this one intraday only, but that's that inverse volatility trade. Boy, that's starting to work. How good was that RL10 rejecting the dragon as a sign? God dang it. Makes you want to swing trade volatility almost. Not really. So all our swing trades in Walmart got hit. Sorry, that should be right there. So that's how you build positions. Now we got to adjust our stop up, I think, to just below the RL10 fair value. Let's lock that in. And where do we want to add? I think since it's all free and clear, I think you just keep going and building on that thing. And then the next one would be at this Z3 excursion to the upside. Boy, that could be. How good has Walmart been? Holy moly. Holy moly. That's how we get 5 into this one and cashed. And now we've got 4 into this one with markets money. And our stop. Let's move that up a little bit right to there. So I think we'll add there. Yep, that's good. Wheaton. Our stop got hit today. And this was a reasonable intraday trade. So we had 1, 2, 3, 4 built. And then this one I did not take. Oops, excuse me. But I did trade this turbo intraday, and then we'll just take the exit there at the close because it was closing so poorly. So that's a pretty good 4-bagger in Wheaton on the precious, and then the intraday turbo was excellent. And the turbo on this one yesterday was also great, as you remember. All right, win. Still okay. Long one, stop is here. All okay. U.S. Steel, just observing. I don't like the way this rejected, so it's a lower high, closed poorly. If it breaks below here, that's the sign of danger, but I think my signal to get short would be here. But I don't have any belief in this. We're going to study materials for a while. This is starting to get stale. Materials, our stop got hit on that today, so we had 3 long. And then came down and bottom ticked us there. Well done. So that's done. But good trade. Energy. Just studying 2 inside days in a row. Just getting ready to pop. I think we'll play breakout here above the RL10 and a breakdown below the belly of the dragon. So the actual trade frame looks like, the swing trade frame looks like this. But the intraday, I want to trigger on that as a hybrid frog trigger south, and then that's where I'll add the swing trade. Financials. Our stop got hit yesterday, and now we're just stalking this one. Two days down in a row, bad close, but holding strength above the dragon. Start with a hybrid trade only, hybrid frog only. Let's get this out of the way. Just study that one. Yeah. Boy, I don't like that close at all. Okay, tech. We got long on that one today. So tech has picked up the leadership position again. And we'll start with this one below, I think just below the RL90, that feels correct. where do we want to add? Above the hump of this RL10, yeah. Above the fair value. What was that? And then finally, healthcare. We got our next position in here, and our stop gets moved up to here. So feeling good about healthcare right now. 1, 2, 3 positions in, stop here. And we got to add a fourth one above fair value, and a fifth one at I think Z2. Yeah, that looks good. All right, that's the speed run. Thanks for your kind attention.